62 of the contestants managed to capture the judges' attention and advance to the next round. American Idol Season 23 is underway, and judges Lionel Richie, Carrie Underwood, and Luke Bryan have the toughest task at hand with choosing the next singing sensation. After breezing through the auditions, 144 contestants were put to the test in the Idol Arena for the Hollywood Week round last week. Sadly, only 62 of them managed to capture the judges' attention and advanced to the next round. The remaining 82 were packed home and requested to hone their skills for a brighter future, thus marking this elimination as one of the largest in the history of the talent competition. The results were announced only after all 144 contestants had finished with their performances scheduled at the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles, Maslev reported. The contestants were invited to divide into 4 groups at the elimination announcement, and 2 of those groups were declared the winners of that particular round. Participants who advanced to the next round included Jamal Roberts, Bailey Littrell, Slater Nally, Amanda Burries, Thunderstorm Artis, Brianna Nix, Cruz Wright, and Victor Solomon, among others. To be at this point, you're certainly worthy enough to be an unbelievable singer. Bryan addressed the first group before revealing that it was the end of the road for them. Underwood encouraged the winners of the round to continue with their perseverance. I've been here before, and I'm going to be really honest, I don't know what was harder, being on your end of things or being on this end of things, because I know the weight of our decisions and our deliberations, and I know it's been so hard for you all going for your dream, she briefed before breaking the good news while also reflecting on her time as an Idol contestant. I've got some bad news for you. You're going to be away from home a little longer. The 62 contestants are all set to compete in the showstopper round. Maddie Pruitt, who is dubbed the youngest idol among the contestants at 15, is one of the judges' favorites, USA Today reports. Nothing about that is 15. There are so many right things going on, Bryan complimented the teen after her resounding performance during Hollywood Week. Pruitt rendered Chris Stapleton's Cold and won the judges over. The other contestant that wowed the judges was 17-year-old Isaiah Misaelagalu, who performed Teddy Swims' Lose Control with apt accuracy and vocal control. You have such a gift, and you're so confident on the stage, Underwood gushed. I love you. Backstreet Boys' Brian Littrell's son, Bailey, has the judges rooting for his original compositions. His Hey Jesus track was dedicated to his late grandmother. Bailey, you're so good. Underwood lauded his originality after the soulful performance. Lastly, Josh King managed to draw attention with his sleek rendition of Rick Astley's Hopelessly, matching his piano skills. Josh, if you had done that in your audition, you would have gotten 3 yeses. Absolutely, Underwood admitted. With the contestants eyeing clearing the next round, it is clear that the American Idol judges have their own favorites to cheer for. American Idol, a historic elimination night. Chapter 1, The Build-Up. As the lights dimmed in the iconic Hollywood theater, a palpable sense of anticipation filled the air. For years, American Idol has been a beacon of talent, showcasing raw voices and relentless dreams. However, the show was about to make history in an unprecedented way, a night that would be etched in the annals of television history forever. The judges, Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan, found themselves at the epicenter of an emotional storm that night. Rumors swirled about the possibility of an extraordinary elimination that would send shockwaves through the competition. The season had already been rife with talent and drama. Contestants poured their hearts out on stage, each vying for the coveted title of American Idol. From heartfelt ballads to pulse-pounding pop anthems, every audition, every performance had brought the panel of judges a mixed bag of emotions. They forged connections with the contestants, learning their stories, reveling in their triumphs, and comforting them in moments of defeat. As the season progressed, there were favorites, dark horses, and unexpected contenders who arose from the shadows. Each week brought a unique thrill, but the promise of a history-making elimination cast a shadow over the proceedings. The air hummed with tension, leaving the judges restless as they prepared for what would be a night unlike any other. Chapter 2, The Contestants. Each contestant had a personality and story that set them apart. There was Mia, a soulful balladeer who had lost her mother just months before the competition. Her voice trembled with sorrow and strength, captivating the audience every time she performed. Then there was Ryan, an energetic pop singer with a dream to break into the music industry and make his small-town family proud. The others were a diverse mix. Mel, the classically trained opera singer who brought unexpected nuance to contemporary psalms, and Marcus, a rock guitarist who infused his performances with passion and grit. Each participant's journey was rich with milestones, heartbreaks, and victories, their fates hanging in a delicate balance. As the night drew near, the anxiety among contestants grew palpable. Friendships were made in the house, and every interaction had become a source of support and solidarity. Yet, as participants considered the enormity of what loomed ahead during elimination, the emotional stakes climbed significantly. The stakes felt weightier than just the competition. It was about facing their fears, daring to be vulnerable, and the potential heartbreak that lay ahead. Chapter 3. The Judges' Predicament. Meanwhile, the judges prepared for their most challenging night yet. Katy Perry, with her signature boldness and poise, shifted in her seat, pondering the heavy responsibility they bore. It was not merely about critiquing performances, it was about recognizing dreams, hopes, and aspirations. She had come to appreciate each contestant's journey, and the idea of sending anyone home felt like a dagger to her heart. Lionel Richie, ever the wise and composed mentor, contemplated the balance of mentorship and judgment. He understood that while being an idol was a dream for the contestants, it also came with brutal realities. "We're here to support them," he said to Katy and Luke during the brief moments of silence backstage. "But we have to remember, every choice we make has consequences. It's a huge responsibility." He carried the weight of his own experiences as a musician and mentor, reminding himself that sometimes tough decisions pave the way for future successes. Luke Bryan, known for his light-hearted charm, felt the pressure on this particular night more than ever. "This is going to be tough, you guys. I can't help but feel for all these singers. They'd put their hearts out there," he sighed, a hint of genuine concern coloring his usually carefree demeanor. "No matter what happens, it's going to hurt. Some of them won't bounce back from this." As the judges prepared for the evening ahead, the tumult of emotions they faced reflected a broader, universal truth that striving for greatness often comes with pain, and growing pains were inevitable, especially in the competitive world of entertainment. Chapter 4. The stage is set. The stage glimmered under the bright lights, engulfed in a kaleidoscope of colors that danced along with the rise and fall of collective breaths from the audience. Tonight's format included not only the elimination of contestants, but also heartwarming performances that offered glimpses into each singer's unique artistry. A mixture of nerves and excitement coursed through the performers backstage, and they each steeled themselves for the moment that could change everything. As the show began, energetic performances filled the air, and the audience erupted in applause after each act. There were cheers, laughter, and heartfelt moments as the contestants showcased their versatility and depth. In this atmosphere of exhilaration, an undeniable heaviness loomed as well. The question of who would move on and who would have to say goodbye hung in the air like a storm cloud. The judges delivered incisive critiques, balancing praise with constructive feedback. As the evening edged closer to the most heart-wrenching segment, the weight of their words felt heavier. They realized that their decisions would shape the lives of artists who had bared their souls on stage. Chapter 5. The Announcement of History. As the final act of the night ended, the judges took a collective deep breath. They must face the reality of the moment they'd been anticipating all evening. Host Ryan Seacrest stood at the center of the stage, his demeanor neutral, masking the emotional gravity of the news he was preparing to share. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, his voice steady as the atmosphere crackled with anticipation. "We have a historic announcement tonight. In an unprecedented move, tonight will mark the largest elimination in American Idol history. 8 remarkable artists will be sent home." Gasps rippled through the audience, and anxiety tightened the air like an unyielding band. The judges' expressions shifted, their hearts sinking as they absorbed the weight of the announcement. 8. Katy whispered, her voice barely audible. The enormity of the decision weighed heavily, and she felt agitated and unmoored. As Ryan proceeded to announce the names, the suspense created a cocktail of dread and disbelief. Tears brimmed in the eyes of the performers as they awaited their fate. The judges watched intently, grappling with their own emotions as they felt the ripple of fear and uncertainty course through the contestants on stage. Chapter 6. The Heartbreak. One by one, the names were announced. Each name echoed like a thunderclap, met with gasps and cries of disbelief. Some contestants broke down in tears as their dreams met a harsh end, while others held their heads high, prepared to fight another day. Even if it was not on this stage, Mia, regarding as a frontrunner, was among them as her name was finally called for elimination. The moment felt surreal. She grasped the microphone but found her voice caught in her throat. I did my best," she choked out, tears streaming down her face. "I'm grateful for this opportunity." The fellow contestants rushed to embrace her as she stepped away from the spotlight, each one of them acutely aware that one day they might find themselves in similar shoes. Lionel's eyes shimmered with unshed tears. His heart ached watching Mia's spirit wane. He turned to the audience, genuinely wondering how they would process the sheer scale of this heartbreak. These are dreams, our dreams. We have to remember that every exit is a chance for a new entry. His voice, normally so affirming, felt strained with grief. Katie wiped her eyes, struggling to maintain composure. "This hurts so much," she said, voice trembling. "They all have so much to offer. Each one deserved more time to shine." She glanced at Luke, who nodded, unable to contain the depth of her emotion. Chapter 7: The Aftermath. That historic elimination left the judges in a unique position. It confirmed their alignment with artistry, emotion, and the painful truths of pursuing one's dreams. Disappointment lingered in the air long after the broadcast ended, a stark reminder that not all stories come with a fairy tale ending. Backstage, the contestants gathered, forging connections during a moment rife with heartbreak. "If today is the day we go home, it doesn't negate everything we accomplished," Ryan said softly, instilling hope amid their shared sorrow. They all knew the nights they sang would echo within them and in the hearts of their fans, molding their future as artists. As each contestant departed, the bonds they created, the friendships and rivalries remained imprinted on their hearts. Some promised to meet again, to keep the fire alive, and to use the experience as stepping stones toward bigger dreams. Chapter 8: Looking Ahead. The following days saw a surge of media coverage, fan reactions, and a social media storm that spoke to the impact of what had transpired. The judges, too, grappled with a mixed bag of emotions. They each took to their platforms to express solidarity with the eliminated contestants, insisting on the importance of their contributions and talents. Lionel Richie's post featured a photo collage of all 8 contestants. "These artists showed remarkable vulnerability and talent," he wrote. "Remember their names, they are the next wave of music. The journey isn't over, it's just beginning." Katie posted a heartfelt message on her Instagram, encouraging the eliminated artists not to lose hope. "You are all stars in your own right. Don't let this be your end. Keep shining." Luke Bryan took to Twitter, sharing a personal message of support. "To everyone who rooted for those amazing singers tonight, remember, sometimes life's hardest knocks lead to the most beautiful comebacks." Fandom buzzed, the community rallying behind the contestants who had been eliminated. A grassroots effort began to ensure the contestants were not forgotten, with hashtags trending and fans sharing their favorite moments from performances. Chapter 9: A Bright Future. As American Idol progressed, a new sense of unity began to emerge. The remaining contestants took to the stage, transforming grief into artistry. Each performance became a tribute to those who had left, and the shared experiences of heartache forged an unbreakable bond among them. In the following weeks, the spirit of resilience dominated the narratives. Contestants united, visiting each other and sharing experiences, demonstrably turning grief and disappointment into fuel for their art. The music community expanded as they encouraged each other to continue their paths, bound by camaraderie and mutual admiration. One of the eliminated contestants, Mia, even launched a heartfelt project benefiting musicians and artists facing adversity. With the support of fans and the wider music community, her project gained momentum, amplifying support and providing necessary resources for aspiring artists. As the season continued, the judges remained stalwart in their commitment to supporting contestants, magnifying the solid foundation of artistry and mentorship that American Idol had come to embody. Chapter 10: Lessons Learned. The moment of largest elimination on American Idol became an indelible lesson in empathy, resilience, and the profound power of community. While dreams could be shattered, the spirit of the music and the shared journeys were forever intertwined. As the season progressed, audience members saw each remaining contestant shine brighter than ever. No one could forget the names of those who left, nor could they ignore the burning realization that pursuing one's dreams often necessitated facing harsh truths. With every note sung, every tear shed, and every moment of joy, American Idol continued to fulfill its promise: to be a platform for dreams, to transform heartbreak into art, and to ensure that every voice matters, no matter when it reaches its crescendo. Conclusion: that historic elimination changed the course of the season and resonated far beyond the show itself, providing insight into the real-life narratives of those who dared to dream. It became a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of support, and the unwavering spirit of artistry that thrives in the face of adversity. In the years to come, fans would recall that episode as a unique moment where heart-touch met artistry and where American Idol became a canvas for transformation, showcasing that even in loss, there exists a spectrum of hope, camaraderie, and the promise of new beginnings.